Good evening, my weary academics, and welcome to History to Sleep By, where we nerd out and conk out. If you enjoy calm, narrated history documentaries or just need a reliable friend to help with restless nights, please subscribe, leave a like, and maybe share a comment about what's happening in your life. That way, you'll always find your way back to us. Now, let's begin tonight's journey. In the gentle embrace of a June morning in 1775, the world was a different place. The air was thick with the scent of salt from the nearby harbor and the faint murmur of a city awakening. Boston, with its cobblestone streets and colonial charm, stood at the heart of a burgeoning conflict. The American colonies were stirring, their voices growing louder against the distant British crown. This was the backdrop for what would become known as the Battle of Bunker Hill, a name that echoes through the annals of history. The events leading to this pivotal moment unfolded like a slow-moving tide. The tensions between the American colonists and British forces had been simmering for years. It was a time of unrest, a time when whispers of revolution began to take shape. The colonists, driven by a desire for autonomy and fairness, found themselves at odds with a powerful empire. The British, steadfast in their resolve to maintain control, were unyielding. On the eve of the battle, a quiet determination settled over the colonial forces. They were ordinary men, farmers and tradesmen, who had taken up arms for a cause they believed just. Under the cover of darkness, they moved with purpose. Their destination was Breed's Hill, a site chosen for its strategic vantage point overlooking Boston. Though the battle would later be named for Bunker Hill, it was here, on Breed's Hill, that the drama would unfold. As dawn broke on June 17th, the British forces prepared to engage. Their red coats stood in stark contrast to the lush green of the landscape. The sun cast long shadows, adding a sense of gravity to the scene. Across the harbor, the colonists watched, their resolve unwavering. They had fortified their position with earthworks, a labor of both necessity and defiance. The air was still, save for the distant cries of seagulls and the rhythmic lapping of waves. Then, as if on cue, the silence was shattered. The British advanced, their lines moving with precision. The colonists, with their makeshift defenses and limited ammunition, waited. Their instructions were clear: hold fire until they could see the whites of their enemies' eyes. It was a test of patience, of courage. When the order finally came, the air erupted with the sound of musket fire. Smoke filled the sky, mingling with the cries of battle. The ground trembled beneath the weight of history in the making. The colonists, though outnumbered, held their ground with a tenacity born of conviction. The British, surprised by the ferocity of the resistance, found themselves in a struggle more formidable than anticipated. 3 times the British would charge, and 3 times they would be repelled. Each wave met with the same fierce determination. Each step forward met with resistance. The colonists, though weary and low on ammunition, fought with a spirit that could not be easily quelled. It was a testament to their resolve, a moment that would resonate long after the smoke had cleared. As the battle raged, the sun climbed higher, casting a golden hue over the field. The day wore on, and with it, the realization that the colonists' resources were dwindling. The British, regrouping for a final assault, pressed forward with renewed vigor. It was then, in the face of overwhelming odds, that the colonists made a strategic retreat. Their position was no longer tenable, their ammunition nearly exhausted. Though the British would ultimately claim the ground, the cost was high. The victory was Pyrrhic, a hollow triumph that came at great expense. The colonists, though forced to withdraw, had proven their mettle. They had shown the world that they could stand against a formidable foe, that their cause was one of substance and strength. In the aftermath, the landscape bore the scars of conflict. The earth, once green and vibrant, was now marked by the passage of war. Yet, amidst the echoes of battle, a new resolve took root. The colonists, emboldened by their efforts, found unity in their shared struggle. The battle, though a tactical loss, became a symbol of resilience and hope. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a soft glow over the harbor, a quiet settled over the field. The sounds of battle faded into memory, leaving only the gentle rustle of the breeze and the distant call of the sea. The Battle of Bunker Hill had come to an end, but its legacy would endure, a chapter in the story of a nation's birth. And so, as we drift into the embrace of sleep, let us remember the courage of those who stood firm in the face of adversity. Let us find solace in the knowledge that even in the darkest of times, there is light to be found. Until next time, dear listeners, may your dreams be filled with peace and your nights with rest. As the echoes of conflict faded into the annals of history, life in the colonies slowly returned to its rhythm. The fields, once trampled by soldiers' boots, began to heal under the gentle care of farmers. Crops, nurtured by the summer sun, reached towards the sky, promising sustenance and hope for the coming seasons. In the towns and villages, the air was filled with the sounds of daily life resuming its course. Children's laughter rang through the streets as they played, their innocence untouched by the recent turmoil. Merchants reopened their shops, their stalls brimming with goods that spoke of resilience and the enduring spirit of the people. The blacksmith's hammer once again sang its rhythmic song, shaping metal into tools that would till the land and build the future. In the quiet of the evenings, families gathered around their hearths. Stories were shared, tales of bravery and unity that would become the fabric of a new identity. The elders spoke of the past, weaving lessons into the stories that would guide the next generation. Their words, like gentle whispers, carried the wisdom of ages, offering comfort and perspective. As the days passed, the landscape of the colonies began to change. New ideas took root, inspired by the desire for freedom and self-determination. In meeting halls and taverns, discussions flourished, fueled by the belief that a new world was possible. Voices once silent found strength, contributing to the growing chorus calling for independence. The seasons turned, and with them, the resolve of the people grew stronger. Autumn brought a tapestry of colors to the land, a reminder of nature's resilience and beauty. The harvest was bountiful, a testament to the hard work and perseverance of those who tended the earth. As the nights grew longer, the glow of candlelight illuminated gatherings where plans were made and dreams were shared. In the cities, the printing presses worked tirelessly, spreading news and ideas across the colonies. Pamphlets and newspapers became the lifeblood of communication, connecting distant communities with a shared vision. The written word, powerful and enduring, inspired action and unity among the people. Winter arrived, wrapping the land in a blanket of stillness. The world seemed to pause, offering a moment of reflection and introspection. Snowflakes danced through the air, each unique and fleeting, much like the moments that defined this pivotal time. Fires crackled in hearths, their warmth a welcome refuge from the chill outside. Amidst this quiet, leaders emerged, guided by the principles of liberty and justice. Their voices, steady and clear, resonated with those who yearned for change. Meetings were held in dimly lit rooms, where plans were carefully crafted and alliances forged. These gatherings, though modest in appearance, held the promise of a new dawn. As spring approached, the land began to awaken from its slumber. Buds appeared on trees, a symbol of renewal and hope. The rivers, once frozen, flowed freely once more, carrying with them the spirit of progress and the promise of new beginnings. The air was filled with the scent of blossoms, a reminder that life, in all its beauty, continues to flourish. Communities came together, united by a common purpose. Bonds were strengthened, and friendships forged in the crucible of shared experience. The spirit of camaraderie, born from hardship and hope, wove a tapestry of connection that transcended distance and circumstance. With each passing day, the dream of independence drew closer to reality. The people, steadfast and unwavering, stood at the threshold of a new era. Their journey, marked by trials and triumphs, was a testament to the power of the human spirit. As the sun set on this chapter, its golden light bathed the land in a gentle embrace. And so, dear listeners, as we drift into the quietude of night, let us carry with us the lessons of the past. May they guide us, like stars in the night sky, illuminating our path forward. Let us find comfort in the knowledge that even in the face of uncertainty, there is strength to be found within. Until we meet again, may your dreams be filled with peace and your nights with rest. In the stillness of twilight, the world seemed to hold its breath. The air, cool and serene, whispered stories of those who had come before. Their voices, though distant, echoed softly across the ages, weaving a tapestry of time. It was in these hushed moments that the past felt close, its presence palpable and profound. The journey towards independence had been long and arduous. Each step forward was met with resistance, yet the resolve of the people never wavered. They drew strength from the land itself, its ancient hills and valleys a testament to endurance. The rivers, with their ceaseless flow, mirrored the persistence of those who sought freedom. As the seasons turned, so too did the tides of change, carrying with them the hopes of many. In the heart of this transformation stood individuals whose courage lit the way. Their stories, etched in the annals of history, served as beacons of inspiration. One such figure, with a quiet determination, became a symbol of unity. Through words and deeds, they fostered a sense of belonging, a shared vision of what could be. Their leadership, gentle yet firm, guided the people through turbulent times. Communities, once isolated, found common ground. Bonds were forged in the crucible of shared experience, creating a network of support and solidarity. These connections, though sometimes fragile, were strengthened by a collective purpose. In the quiet corners of villages and towns, conversations sparked ideas, and ideas ignited change. Amidst the challenges, moments of joy and celebration punctuated the journey. Festivals, with their vibrant colors and melodies, breathed life into weary spirits. They were reminders of the beauty that existed despite adversity, a testament to resilience. In these gatherings, laughter and song wove threads of hope into the fabric of daily life. As the years passed, the dream of independence became more tangible. The landscape, once marked by division, began to reflect the unity of its people. Fields blossomed under the care of those who worked them, their toil a labor of love. The sky, vast and unending, bore witness to the unfolding story below. It was a tale of perseverance, of a people who refused to be defined by their struggles alone. In the quiet moments of reflection, the wisdom of elders offered guidance. Their stories, passed down through generations, carried lessons of patience and fortitude. They spoke of the cycles of nature, of the importance of balance and harmony. These teachings, rooted in tradition, provided a foundation upon which to build the future. The journey was not without its sacrifices. Many gave their all, their contributions woven into the very essence of the land. Their legacy, though sometimes invisible, was felt in the freedom that was slowly taking shape. It was a freedom born not only of struggle, but of compassion and understanding. As night descended, the stars emerged, each one a reminder of those who had come before. Their light, distant yet enduring, offered comfort and guidance. It was in this celestial embrace that the people found solace, a reminder that they were part of something greater than themselves. The universe, vast and mysterious, held within it the promise of new beginnings. And so, as the pages of history turned, a new chapter began. The dawn of independence, once a distant dream, was now within reach. It was a testament to the strength of the human spirit, to the power of hope and determination. As the first light of morning broke across the horizon, it illuminated a path forward, one forged by the hands and hearts of many. In this moment of transition, the world seemed full of possibility. The past, with its lessons and legacies, stood as a guide. The future, though uncertain, beckoned with the promise of discovery and growth. As the day unfolded, it carried with it the whispers of those who had dared to dream, their voices a gentle reminder that anything was possible. And so, dear listeners, as the night deepens around you, let the stories of the past cradle you into rest. May you find peace in the knowledge that even the longest journeys begin with a single step. As you close your eyes and drift into slumber, may your dreams be gentle and your spirit renewed. Until we meet again, may the stars watch over you, and may the dawn bring with it the promise of a new day. In the quietude of night, the world seemed to pause, allowing the echoes of history to speak softly. Time, an ever-flowing river, carried with it tales of courage and change. Among these stories, the gentle murmur of ancient civilizations could be heard, their wisdom woven into the fabric of time. The moon cast its silvery glow over landscapes once traversed by those who sought to explore the unknown. Each step they took, a testament to the human spirit's unyielding quest for understanding. In the heart of the Mediterranean, the gentle lapping of waves whispered secrets of bygone eras. The Phoenicians, masters of the sea, once sailed these waters, their ships leaving trails of influence across distant shores. They carried with them not only goods, but also ideas, planting seeds of knowledge in foreign lands. Their legacy, like the stars that guided them, remains etched in the annals of history. Further east, the vast expanse of the Silk Road stretched like a ribbon of dreams, connecting empires and cultures. Traders and travelers journeyed along its winding paths, their caravans laden with treasures and tales. Silk and spices mingled with stories of adventure, each encounter a bridge between worlds. The road, though ancient, still speaks of unity and exchange, a reminder of the ties that bind us all. In the quiet corners of the world, where the mountains touch the sky, the Incas built their cities among the clouds. Machu Picchu, a marvel of stone and spirit, stood as a testament to their ingenuity. The terraces and temples whispered of a deep connection to the earth and the heavens above. Their civilization, though vanished, left behind a legacy of harmony with nature, a lesson in balance and respect. As the night deepened, the winds carried the melodies of the past, each note a reminder of the resilience of the human heart. In the bustling streets of ancient Rome, the hum of life echoed through time. The Colosseum, a grand amphitheater, bore witness to the passions and pursuits of a people who valued both entertainment and empire. The stones, worn by centuries, held stories of triumph and tragedy, each one a chapter in the epic of humanity. Across the seas, the Great Wall of China snaked its way through the landscape, a testament to determination and defense. Built to protect and preserve, it stood as a symbol of strength and perseverance. The wall, though silent, spoke volumes of the challenges faced and the victories won. Its presence, a reminder of the lengths to which we go to safeguard what we hold dear. In the stillness of the night, the stars twinkled like ancient storytellers, each one a beacon of hope and inspiration. The constellations, familiar yet mysterious, guided sailors and dreamers alike. The night sky, a canvas of endless possibilities, invited contemplation and wonder. As you lie beneath this celestial tapestry, let the stories of the past wrap around you like a comforting embrace. The whispers of history, gentle and persistent, remind us of the continuum of life. Each generation, a link in the chain of existence, contributes its own chapter to the grand narrative. The lessons learned, the dreams pursued, and the paths forged all become part of this ever-evolving story. As we drift into dreams, may we carry with us the wisdom of those who came before, their experiences, a guiding light in the darkness. In the quiet moments before dawn, when the world holds its breath, the promise of a new day begins to stir. The horizon, a line of possibilities, awaits the first light of morning. As the earth turns, so too do the pages of history, each day an opportunity to write a new chapter. Let the stories of the past inspire you, and may your dreams be filled with hope and renewal. As the night gently releases its hold, and the first light of dawn begins to paint the sky, may you find peace in the continuity of life. The stories of those who dared to dream, who ventured into the unknown, are now part of the tapestry that envelops you. Rest now, dear listener, and let the gentle rhythm of history cradle you into slumber. May your dreams be sweet, and may the dawn bring with it the promise of new beginnings. As the dawn light begins to spill across the landscape, it softly illuminates the ancient stones of a forgotten path. This path, worn smooth by countless footsteps, winds its way through fields that once bore witness to the toil and triumph of those who came before. Each stone, each blade of grass, holds echoes of stories long past, whispered by the breeze that dances lightly over the land. In a time when the world was vast and full of mystery, a young explorer set out with nothing but the stars to guide him. His heart was filled with the longing for discovery, a yearning to uncover the secrets that lay beyond the horizon. He walked this very path, eyes wide with wonder, as he ventured into the unknown. The world around him was alive with possibility, each step a promise of adventure. The gentle murmur of a nearby stream accompanied his journey, its waters weaving a melody that spoke of life and renewal. Along its banks, the explorer paused, captivated by the delicate balance of nature. He marveled at the intricate dance of life, from the smallest insect to the towering trees that stretched toward the sky. In these quiet moments, he understood that he was but a part of this vast, interconnected web, his own story woven into the greater tapestry of existence. As he continued his journey, the path led him to a bustling village where the air was filled with the sounds of laughter and song. Here, the people welcomed him with open arms, eager to share their stories and learn of his own. Around the warmth of a crackling fire, tales of courage and wisdom were exchanged, each one a thread in the rich fabric of their shared history. The explorer listened intently, his heart swelling with the knowledge that he was not alone in his quest. In the days that followed, he became a part of their community, working alongside them in the fields, sharing in their joys and sorrows. He learned the rhythms of their lives, the ebb and flow of the seasons that shaped their world. The bonds he formed here were deep and enduring, a testament to the power of human connection. And yet, the call of the unknown still lingered in his heart, urging him onward. With a heavy heart, he bid farewell to his newfound friends, promising to carry their stories with him as he continued his journey. The path stretched on before him, winding through forests and over hills, each step bringing him closer to the horizon that beckoned him still. The sun rose and set, casting its golden light over the land, a constant reminder of the passage of time and the endless cycle of life. As he traveled, he encountered others like himself, seekers of truth and knowledge, each with their own stories to tell. Together, they shared their dreams and aspirations, their hopes for a brighter future. In their company, he found inspiration and strength, a reminder that the journey was not just a solitary pursuit, but a shared endeavor. The path eventually led him to the edge of a vast ocean, its waves crashing against the shore in a symphony of sound and motion. Here, he stood in awe of the boundless expanse before him, the horizon stretching endlessly into the distance. It was a moment of profound realization, a reminder of the infinite possibilities that lay ahead. The ocean, with its depths yet unexplored, called to him, a siren song of adventure and discovery. With renewed resolve, he set sail upon the waters, his heart filled with hope and anticipation. The journey was not without its challenges, as storms tested his courage and determination. Yet, through it all, he remained steadfast, guided by the stars that had first led him on this path. The ocean became his canvas, each wave a brushstroke in the masterpiece of his life. In time, he reached distant shores, lands rich with new wonders and experiences. Here, he found a world both strange and familiar, its people and places a reflection of the journey that had brought him here. The stories he carried with him were shared and cherished, a bridge between cultures and generations. In this way, the explorer's legacy was woven into the fabric of history, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting its final glow across the water, the explorer knew that his journey was far from over. The path would continue to unfold before him, each new day an opportunity to learn and grow. The stories of the past, like the stars above, would guide him on his way, illuminating the darkness and lighting the path to the future. And so, as you rest beneath the gentle embrace of night, let the tales of those who dared to dream inspire you. May their courage and curiosity guide your own journey as you venture into the unknown with hope and determination. The horizon awaits, a line of endless possibilities ready to welcome the dawn of a new day.